Many of my business leader clients feel that they are overweight and they want to lose a couple of kilos or pounds. They are dreaming of that perfect life with the perfect weight and the perfect dress that they're going to wear and the perfect stress-free life that they're going to have when they have the ideal weight. They think about weight loss all the time, and most of them have tried dieting, different diets, at least 5 different, and no result. They're just bouncing up and down in their weight, and they are constantly hungry, or they are constantly feeling bad conscious because what they put in their mouth. And they ask me if it's even possible to lose weight without doing this specific dieting, and I say yes, it is. But first we have to look at why do we eat? What is food good for? And food is for building blocks, for building the body when we grow, and it's for repairing the body when we're grown ups. And it's for energy, it's for energy to move, to think, to get the temperature in the body. So it's many different things we need. We need the food, and this is essential for a good and healthy life. Food is also for social life because we eat with people. We have lunches and dinners with friends and family. So this complicates things, because if we don't get this, we lose some of the connection, and if we lose the connection with other people, we shrink inside. So that complicates the food issue. And to complicate it even more, is that food is also about celebration, and it's about, on the other side, it's about comforting when life is not so good for us. So it is really a tough thing to understand this with this food. It's complicating to keep the perfect weight, and to gain weight or to lose weight. But it is possible to find a good way in this. Let me tell you about my client Beth. She is a charming, energetic business leader in her 40s, and she's around 10 kilos overweight when you look at the scales. She's busy at work, almost always on the verge of overwhelm, and she is constantly dieting, always, always, always. And I call that weight stress. The constant feeling that you're not eating the right things. She had made lists of what to eat and not to eat, and she had taken away lots of food in her diet, and no results, so she put it back on again. Then she could binge eat because she got sad, and then she found the next diet, and that's how it went on. She wanted to lose those 10 kilos and stay there. She had no food allergies, and she ate everything. So the problem for her was to figure out how to eat, what to eat, and the right times to eat every day. So this is what we did. First, we looked at the time schedule. What hours could she eat? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner or supper. The challenge was to find the times that she could have every day, or at least almost every day, and also in the weekends. And the reason for this is that our body system is based on regularity. It wants food at regular times. Because we have little internal clocks in our bodies and in the brain for everything. And if we stick to them, then we feel well and our bodies feel well. And that's because we are biology. When we have set the times, then it's time to discuss what can you eat. And this was one of her big issues, because she had so many no-nos. She could not eat this, she could not eat that, because all those previous diets had said that this was not good food or that was not good food. But let's look at the biology. We are actually wired to eat a little bit of everything. We even need to eat a little bit of everything because we need it for those building bricks so that we can build the right body, the perfect body. And the nature is very clever because it can make some of those things from what we eat. But there are a few things that the body can't make, and we call those essential things. It's some of the amino acids, and it's the vitamins and some of the trace elements, for example. And if we don't get them, then we will become ill with deficiency diseases because they are essential. That's how it is. So if we don't get them, then we get sick. So a variety of food is best. And there are, of course, a couple of things that we can skip, and that's the junk food and the refined sugar and wheat, because that's only calories. There's no value in it, in nutrition. So we see times to eat, what she can eat, everything, and then we looked at how much. And I use a model that I call the 3-to-1 model, and it's very simple: 3 meals a day, 2 snacks a day, and 1 serving each meal, just 1 serving. And the plate should be a normal size plate, not those really big ones that are in fashion right now. They train the eye for the wrong amounts. So normal plate sizes, good old-fashioned normal plates. And as a thumb rule for the main meals, like the lunches and suppers, is if you divide a plate in 4 pieces, you have 1/4 for proteins like fish and meat, and then you have 1/4 for carbohydrates like rice, potatoes, pasta, and then you have 2/4 or half the plate for the greens and vegetables. And if you take different ones, then you get all the essentials, and you change every now and then, so you get all the essentials for life. So you don't have to think really of different. You just have to eat a little bit of everything, and if you put it on the right part of the plate, you see how much you can eat. And yes, that's about it. So if you work a lot with this initially and see what you want to eat, and then you go grocery shopping and you have it at home, and then it's easy to stick to it when times are rough and you're stressed out and you don't really want to think, so it's easier. So Beth made a plan from this, and she went grocery shopping, and she also set her clock in the beginning for every meal so that she would stick to her program. She wanted to really rewire herself for this deal. She noticed in just a couple of weeks that it was so much easier to follow, and she compared to all her other diets, because she didn't really have to count anything. She didn't have to say no when she was offered. She just had to resize if there was things that she wasn't really wanted to eat. And she learned by her eye to judge how much things were. And because she did this, she rewired her mind and body to feel when she had enough. And she felt so much better in her brain, and she lost the cravings. So after 3 months, she lost 5 kilos. After 6 months, she had lost all the 10 kilos. And now, a year later, she's still there. And she is so happy. And this is all because she rewired her body and mind with what it wants. So to recap, regular hours, number 1. Number 2, what can I eat? And then how much should I eat as the third one? And be consistent. And if you like this and want to have more free stress tips, then you can go to the link below. And if you know somebody who would need this, you can feel free to share this link. Thank you. Goodbye.